All right, my guys. Trying to figure out what Gilmore's broken. No idea, but we are working on it right now. I hope you guys are having a good evening. What's going on, Cody, Ernie, James, everyone else? All right, let's see if we've got everything back up. It looks like we finally figured out what's wrong or whatever was going on. So, sorry about that delay. It looked like, Gilmore was Gilmore wasn't saving the day. He probably caused the problem to begin with. He's just, trying to run for a breaker of the year and doesn't want me to win. That's all it is. Thank you, Gilmore, for fixing whatever it is that was broken. Now we can proceed with the 80's and let's get some love going here. First off, we'll start out with the $3 all night special. I'm sure you guys already saw that. We've got a beautiful looking 59. So get that focus there. 59 Warren Spawn PSA 4. That's going to be the $3 all night till 1 a.m. Giving it away at the end of the night. Plus, we've apparently got that other promo that they've left me with till 1 a.m. On the Clemente a Day bonus. We'll also be giving that away. So let's see here. Yeah, so let me go back here and see who won the 10-10 prize because that was almost exactly when I got on. Finally. Let's see here. So let's see. We've got James, and then let's see who was next. Come on. It looks like it was James and Cody were the first two. So, as usual, we've got a card for each team. In honor of Brock, we've got a Brock and we've got a Ryan Sandberg to choose from. So, James, which one do you want to get for your prize for updating me on the score, albeit a poor score? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, we were having some technical problems there, so we didn't get quite as early. Okay, so James wants the Brock. All right. And Cody was number 2, so Cody, you're going to get the Sandberg. Little apology for being late. Then we'll get into all the dippage here. All right, those are headed out to you guys. And we're going to need your help this evening because we don't have anything pre-sold out to break. So we're going to be, as you sell stuff out, we're going to be breaking it. And after much negotiation with Johnny Five and the corporate home office and begging and pleading, the West does have a 61 scoops pack that I would love to break tonight. So if anyone's looking for a really nice vintage pack to break, I highly suggest the 61 scoops pack. Get that broken this evening. So we'll just set that over here just to remind everybody that that's available out here in the West. We did get a huge reorder. I think I've got 40 some odd different packs available from baseball, football, hockey. I even have an 81 golf Donruss pack here to break. So some more incentives we're going to be rolling out tonight. Again, we've got So for every $20 you spend, you'll get one of the Lube Rock cards. Well, I only have one more Lube Rock card to give away for $20, and then we're gonna go back to honoring Mr. Seaver. So if you spend 20, you'll get one. You spend 60, you'll get three. And if it's the same purchase, I'll skip around so you don't get multiples of the same ones. But we've got some nice 80s for the most part. Seavers in here, and then the 176 Brock to give out first. So that's any purchase tonight. So if you already made a purchase, don't worry. After 10 o'clock, you're already in on that. And then we've got this lovely pile of 80s cards. So for every $10 you spend, you'll get an 80s card. So you spend 30, you'll get three, but I'll skip over so you get different cards. Yeah, we've got Pete Rose, Bert Blyleven, George Brett, Sutton, Jenkins, Jack Morris, Willie McCovey, Eckersley, Gaylord Perry, Yount, Necro, Dawson, a whole bunch of really good players in the 80s. Most of them are late in their career, but a lot of Hall of Famers in there for you guys. You like my keyboard lights? They're very beautiful. And then if you're looking to spend a little bit more, we've got some $35 little gaggles. We got some Johnny Bench gaggles, Carlton Fisk gaggles, Gary Carter gaggles, and some Bruce Sutter gaggles. So we got lots of 80s love tonight. Lots of options there for your purchasing pleasure. When you break the 1980 O-Pee-Chee Hockey Wax Pack, well, did one sell out that I can break? Let's take a look. Let's see here. The 80 O-Pee-Chee Hockey Wax Pack is slated to be broken by, I would assume, the North. It's on the break schedule on our system here. It's already scheduled for somebody else, so I can't break it. We do have some other things here, but nothing's sold quite yet. Hey, Mr. Layton, how's it going tonight? We'll go through the dippage here on the good old dip meter here real quick. It's cranked up to 10 right now. We do have first off the $21 Clemente bonus that's carrying over from the north. So I'll be giving away that at 1 a.m. You have the option to get this graded too from Vintage Breaks, according to Mr. Johnny 5. So the first person on the list will get this beautiful 71 Clemente card. We've also got the $250 high roller bonus that comes with the Topps Chrome Basketball Black Refractor Set Break spot. Some really nice high-end cards to pick up in there. And then we also have the $100 promo. Again, you get the first place of that one gets your 2019 Topps Chrome X Factor Fernando Tatis PSA 9 card, VIP spot at $150 break credit in third place. Not too shabby. We've also got the $5 bonus that's with 7 prizes. That's good until September 17th. We got break credits, some spots and some sets, all sorts of good stuff, and so on and so forth. Plus, we've got our big event spots. Lots of good stuff there. Let me refresh this real quick. Whoops, went to the wrong page. And then, of course, at the top here, the dip meter of 11 is the Warren spot we're giving out tonight at 1 a.m. That's right, James. We want to get that Scoops pack right here sold out this evening. And we probably need to get rid of that real quick so you guys can see what's going on. We do have lots and lots of vintage hoops on the site as well. Let's go look at what we've got available on the VB West tab. It is fully updated for what I've got here. Oops. There we go. Of course, starting off the Scoops pack, we've got the football starting back at 73, for some basketball starting at 77 and 78. All kinds of good choices here. Then we start into the 80s with the Fleer, baseball, some 80, 81 O-Pee-Chee, 83 regular tops at O-Pee-Chee. So we got a really nice refresh of stock from the north today. So let's do some damage tonight. Got lots of great 80s dippage occurring. I apologize for not having a mullet, but I don't have enough hair to have a mullet. That's right, the $21 bonus that Leighton just mentioned is this guy right here we were showing off a second ago. Beautiful Clemente card. Get as many entries as you want into that. 21 bucks a spot. No limit on the spots. We'll be giving that away at 1 a.m. So for every one spot you get in this, you're going to get 7 spots into this. So you have an opportunity to, of course, double, triple. We've got 11-way dippage happening tonight, plus the other bonuses I've got going on the side for some 80s cards. So your buy-in for at least $21 if you want to get into this Clemente bonus is going to go a real long way tonight. It's showing 86 and 77 football as 0. That may mean somebody's got them in their cart. Let's take a look-see. 86 football. Let's see. Oops, that's 85. Yeah, it looks like 86 might be taken down. Let me take a look at the store here on the back end. Yep, looks like we've had some people hit some dippage. We got the golf pack sold out. And what else here? And a football cello, but I don't have the 81 football cello here. But we could definitely get that one pack open. Some other ones might be processing here. So let's go ahead and take a look at that Donruss golf pack. Let me get that set up so I can break. That's the first one here on the list that's sold out. Love the 81 Donruss golf. Get this moved over to my show so I can break it. Okay. Get the golf pack. They only sent me one, but we're gonna break it. Oops. All right. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we'll be breaking this 1981 Donruss Golf Pack 152. What's going on, Mr. Brian Billingsley? Roll the dice. We got a 4 on the dice roll. Go over to our list here. Good luck to Blaine and Kenneth. 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Blaine will get the first card. Kenneth will get the last card. Good luck. We've also got a new color here for our names list that hopefully works a little bit better with the setup here. Let me know what you guys are thinking about that color. Trying to make it as legible as possible for everybody. Get my list over to M80 so I can keep my kneecaps, because I do like the ability to walk. All right, folks. We're looking for the necklace. First card's on the top here underneath the gum, which is, I'm sure, will be firmly affixed to the card as usual. Get this guy opened. All right, that is some really beautiful looking gum that I'm never going to eat. Okay, card number one going out to Blaine, complete with some really, really disgusting looking gum. That's frameable right there, guys. That's some gum. Spot two, Lee Trivio. That first card was Don Pooley. That was hidden underneath the gum. Lee Trivio coming up next here for Blaine as well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. Looks really gross on that gum, guys. What's going on, Donald? Doing good. How about yourself? Spot two, Lee Trivio. Spot three, Gil Morgan. They don't stack very well because they're not even. Going out to Blaine as well. Oh, forgot to hit the break button, folks. There you go. There's your text messages that I'm breaking it. Gil Morgan. Spot four, George Cadle to Ken Fickle. Donald, I got the color changed here for you on the screen. I think it reads a little bit better. What do you think? Spot four, D.A. Weibrig. Coming up next for Ken Fickle. Oh, I looked down, I saw Phil. I got really excited all of a sudden, but it's not the right Phil. Phil Hancock. Spot six. And the last spot here is Charles Cootie. And that concludes our 1981 Donruss Golf Pack 152. In other non-breaking news, I did get the new PGA Golf 2K21 game, and it's actually quite fun. If anybody's looking for a nice, relaxing game to play, that I would suggest that. It was pretty fun. I got it the other day. Donruss Pack 152. All right, let's give away some dippage. Cody, I've got for PC. I'm a PC gamer only. No, I actually bought that. I probably could have asked Chris for a little, you know, insider purchasing on that. All right, let's see. Oops. All right, we got a couple purchases here to qualify. Qualify for some extra off-camera dippage. So Mr. Fickle gets the Lou Brock card, plus 2 off the 80s top here. We get a Pete Rose 1980 and a Burt Blyleven 1980. Thank you, sir. These are coming out of my purging binge I was doing this last weekend, trying to make room, clean up. Giving back a little bit to the community. if anything else has come in here. Not quite there. Nope. All right. We've got Ty Leakey. That's a new name for me. Got yourself a Tom Seaver, Pete Rose, and a Burt. Thank you for your purchase. That's right, Craigo. I think people just tune in so they can listen to my soothing voice all night long. Get one of these in a sleeve so I can put a sticky on it and not feel bad about it. Right, and Mr. O'Connor. Same deal. Seaver, Rose, Burt. That's right, Layton. Never opened a Scoops pack before. I would love to open one tonight. Definitely have some Scoops cards in the old collection, but never have opened a fresh pack. So let's get that one sold out. All right. That's all the dippage I've got for now. Let's see if we've sold out a pack for me to break. Be sure to use that Vintage Break West button. That's got what I have in stock on it. Let's see what we got here. Looks like next one sold out. It's a 1989 baseball pack. Let me grab one of those here. 93, 89. Oops, that's what we're looking for. We'll get that set up here. Get the names off the board. Oh, Layton looks. Oh, I missed the Mister from Layton here. Give out a VIP spot, the big event, 69 tops baseball set break spot to 2 spots. If we sell at the Scoops, that would be awesome. Let's get this 1989 Upper Deck Low Pack number 210 broken. Do the paperwork here on the back end. Every time I do all these little stuff in the back end, I appreciate everything the VB crew does up north, because there's just a lot of little things just got to do to make sure everything goes nice and smooth. All right, this should be over here now. All right. All right, folks, welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West. And tonight we're opening this 1989 Upper Deck Baseball low number, pack number 210. For those of you new to us, that 210 means this is the 210th one of these we've opened. And we've got ourselves an 8 on the dice roll. Randomize our list. Good luck to Seth, Brian, Sean, and Ty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Sean will get the first card, and Ty will get the last card. Good luck. Get this list over to M80. We are good to break. Get that names list up too for you. First card's on this side, last card's on the back. All right, card number 1 is going to be Larry McWilliams. Spot 1 for Sean. Spot 2, Ricky Wharton. For Ty. Charles, what do you collect? That just went past the screen when I caught it. I personally collect Cubs from the pre-1980s era, but I do have a few more modern Cubs, the star cards, primarily focus on Ernie Banks, obviously. Spot 3 to Seth, Larry Owen, and any Hall of Famers or star cards from pre-1980. Anything that catches my eyes. Starting to look at T206s now. Those look really cool. More of a visual thing. Spot number 4, Les Straker going out to Ty. Spot 5, Dave Martinez going out to Seth. Spot number 6, going out to Mark Portugal, going out to Ty. Yeah, spot 6. Tinker, Evers, and Chance. That's right, James. Speaking of Chance, here's Mr. Tony Chance in spot number 7. Get the little stickers here. We'll throw in spot number 1. Randy Velrade, or something to that effect that I can't pronounce, going out to Brian Cuffman. Spot 9, Craig Lefferts. Yeah, James Gotham, that would be one heck of a thing if that was an actual T206 card if that popped up, but got the right name. Spot 9, or spot 10, sorry, going out to Seth. Alan Trammell. And the rest of the cards going out to Ty. Ray Knight. Valorday. Okay. Daryl Hamilton. Again, these are all going out to Ty now. And from Johnny Five's personal collection of cards, a Dickie Thon. Contact Johnny Five. He may be interested in that card if he doesn't already have that in his collection. There's a name we recognize, Craig Biggio. And Jimmy Key. Got a little bit of corner damage on this guy from the back of the pack, but not anybody we were looking for anyhow. And that concludes our 1989 Upper Deck low number baseball pack 210. Thanks for watching. Get these little stickers in spot number 1. You got some good lighting happening up in the Vegas area today, Cody? Last night here, it stormed something awful about 5 miles from this house, but I got nothing. Not a drop of rain. Let's see here, 1989 Upper Deck low number baseball 210. Okay, folks, let's check the bat phone here. Just make sure that's not the boss that was texting me. Nope, that was Johnny Five again, reminding me that things are back to normal. All right, let's see what we've got going on here. Again, we're trying to sell out the Scoops pack right here. That would be wonderful. I'm sure I got some more things to give away here. Let me see here. The last one I did was Mr. O'Connor, so we've got Mr. Billingsley. Oh, Mr. Billingsley took a deep dive into here, so appreciate the Scoops purchase. So we'll get you a Johnny Bench pack, we'll get you a Fisk pack, and we'll get you a Gary Carter out of this stack. We'll get you the first two different receivers there. 3, 4, and 5 out of there. And we'll get you the next 10 players we've got out of the 80 stack. Mr. Brett, Mr. Don Sutton, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There you go, not too bad. Only got a couple more out of the $20 stack. That's your gaggle there for that purchase, Mr. Billingsley. Appreciate it. Actually, I might need the bag size up for that one. And it helps I put your name on it. Otherwise, M80 is going to not give it to anybody. Right. Takes care of Mr. Billingsley. George. You get a George Brett card. Kind of fitting there, George for George. Is everyone excited to have football back starting tomorrow? I know I sure am. I hope they can keep everything together to allow them to continue to play. All right, that's all we've got right now for promos to give away. Let's see if we've sold out something else to break in the meantime. That's right, Brian. Let's break the scoops. We need... How many more spots do we have in the scoops pack? Let's check it out, shall we? Still have 6 spots. It looks like Mr. Billingsley's the only one who's made the leap so far. So let's work on getting this. Buying the scoop spot will get you 21 entries into the $3 promo, and it'll get you 3 entries into the Clemente promo. So you can pick up a Warren Spawn and a Clemente dippage for this, plus all the other things you can dip into by making a purchase into the Scoops pack. Okay, I think I've got another pack here that I have. I've got 82 Fleer baseball wax pack that I can break. Let me find it here. I've got so much inventory now, guys. I've got multiple boxes here to look through. It's fantastic. 82 Tops, 82 Fleer. Let's just do a quick check to make sure the website's operating the way it's supposed to. I put in the system that I have 2 of these packs. Just let's see if it relisted the second one. If not, oh, look at that. It did relist the second one. Look at that. It's like we know what we're doing here. Okay, 1982 Fleer Wax Pack. Let me get this information over so I can break it. All right. That's right, Cody. I am a Bears fan through and through. 82 Fleer. All right, folks. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we'll be breaking our 1982 Fleer Baseball Wax Pack 142. Roll the dice to randomize the list. We've got ourselves a 6 on the dice roll. We will randomize the list 6 times. Good luck to Matthew, Danny Casbier, Mr. Billingsley. Oh, and Mr. Billingsley's got the rest of the spots on this 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So Mr. Billingsley gets the first, and Matthew Dunn gets the last card. Good luck, everybody. Get this list emailed over to M80, and we are good to go. First card on this side. What's going on, Jim Mallard, I believe? Oh, thank you, Cody. See, Cody knew that I wasn't going to hit the break button, and he was absolutely correct. First time user, all right. Well, here at Vintage Breaks, we are breaking some 80s cards this evening. We don't have anything pre-sold out, so if you go to our website, how do I point? Let's see here. Pointing right here. VintageBreaks.com to buy some points, spots. If you sell out a pack using the Vintage Break West button, I will be able to break it for you this evening. We sell by the spot in most instances, and spots usually a individual card. Some are for whole packs, but when you're buying, you're not buying an entire pack, just a spot in a pack. And then we break it live on camera. We don't break anything offline. Plus, we also have the dip meter, and I can go and show you some more of that here as soon as I finish breaking this pack for these fine folks that are on the screen. First up, we've got Mr. Billy Smith for Brian Billingsley. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Gertzen? Man, it's actually tonight here, we're finally going to hit 68 as an overnight low, which is fantastic. Mr. Billingsley, spot number 2, Langford. I think I got the order for you, man. Milt Wilcox, spot 3 for Brian. Jorge Orta, spot number 4. We did also change the color of our order here tonight. I believe it reads much better than. Oh, there we go. A Mr. Lee Smith for the Cubs. That's a really well centered, maybe a little off left to right. Because we are a Cubs fan here, we're going to at least top loader this guy. No, this isn't. This actually is the. It's got the backwards Cubs, so you do have the quote unquote error card. Although it's extraordinarily common, at least in my experience. But this is considered the error card. You can see where the Cubs inside the circle is upside down. Pretty cool card. A little bit of history there. This is his first. Is this his first Fleer card? Fleer card. I know it's 81 would be his tops rookie, but very nice card. Good hit, Mr. Billingsley. Tom Packa something or other going out to Mr. Casbier. Spot 7, Danny Darwin going out to Brian. I mean, in my opinion, that's the card you're looking for, but I am slightly biased. Mike Ramsey. And that one was going out to Brian. And number 9 going out to Brian as well. Joe Price. Yeah, we're we're going to cool down a little bit here. I think tomorrow morning it's supposed to be like 65 degrees, 68, something like that. So I do have site inspections tomorrow morning, so it'll be very nice to be outside in the morning finally. But we're also going to heat up to triple digits again, supposedly by the end of the week. So that is no fun. John Henry for spot 10 for Matthew Dunn. Spot 11, Alex Ripley, or Alan Ripley for Mr. Casbier. Spot 12 for Mr. Billingsley, Fred Stanley. Spot 13 for Tom Brookins for Brian Billingsley. And the last two go out to Mr. Matthew Dunn. We've got a Jerry Dubinsky, or something to that effect. And a Dave Beard. And that concludes our 1982 Fleer Baseball Wax Pack 142. Thanks for watching. We're going to go ahead and take a picture of that beautiful Lee Smith card for posterity, of course. All right. All right. Let's get this one put away. Check. See what has sold next, and if I've got anything else to give away. $142. And let's see here is our. Yes, Todd, that was the error card. I I know it's called the error card, but quite frankly, it's extraordinarily common error card. All right. Is our new user still here? Well, for anyone who's new, let's go ahead and go through the website for you. When you head over to the address here on the screen, right below my name, right here, vintagebreaks.com, you'll come to our beautiful website here, recently redesigned, where we've got our Dipometer. What that Dipometer means is currently we have 11 bonuses that your purchase may qualify you to enter. Our first one here is for every $3 you spend at a checkout, you have a chance to win a Warren spot up to 1 o'clock in the morning. So if you spend $3, you get one spot. You spend $12, you're going to have 4 spots into this. It's automatic. You don't have to do anything else on the website to get into that. If you happen to spend $21, you'll get a single spot into the Roberto Clemente bonus. So you'll get one spot in Mr. Clemente's bonus. This also ends at 1 a.m. But you'll also get 7 spots into the Warren Spawn bonus. So you're double dipping. But right now we have 11 dips possible. You're gonna have to spend a few coins to get up into the our biggest dippage opportunity right now is $5,000 in a single purchase. But that's but there's plenty of other opportunities. You got $3, 21, $250, $100, another $5, a $15, $50, 500, and then this one here is one of my personal favorites is any spot. So you could spend $3 on a spot on the website, you can spend a couple $100 on the website, but for every spot you buy, you'll be entered in our event for September. We still haven't announced all the prizes for it, still coming together, but you'll have opportunities to pick up prizes in that for any spot you buy. And then of course we have the $1,000, and these two prizes down here are actually cumulative spins. So These are the only two that qualify for, you don't have to do this in a single purchase. This can be cumulative for $1,000 and $5,000. All the other ones are per checkout, not cumulative. So now that we've gone through that, go through, cruise the website, use this Vintage Break West tab right now if you want me to break it tonight. And this is everything I have right here, right next to me to break. We are trying to sell out this Scoops guy here. We've got 6 spots left still in the Scoops pack. Mr. Billingsley appears to be the only person who's making a jump onto that, but we would really like to break that this evening. We've got 6 more spots. We've got some extra dippage happening, a lot of offline items. We'll go through that again. We've got ourselves, you get small gaggles of 80s stars here for every $35 you purchase. For every $20 you purchase, you'll get a Tom Seaver card in honor of his passing last week. And then for every $10 you spend, you'll pick up one of these 80s Stars Hall of Famers cards we've got here. So we're trying to blow out the 80s cards this evening. So you've got all sorts of possibilities. That's 11 on the website. We've got 3 dippage opportunities that aren't on the website. So that's 14 ways your money can get spent and stretched here for your for your dollar. So let's go back to the website here on my back end and see what has sold out. Let's see here. We've got ourselves, looks like we've got an 83 Topps football, a wax pack. I believe I've got that. Got 84, 84, 85. Wrong direction. These numbers go down. There it is. Let's set up this 83 pack to break next. After I finish this break, then I'll go back and check what's available to give away. Yeah, that score is something ridiculous, Gilmore. I don't know what's going on there. Does the other team just not show up at all? Is that some sort of record? I don't recall a game ever being over 20. Yes, EJ, for every $10 you spend total at a single checkout, you'll get one of those 1980 cards. Okay, let me see here. Got that, got that, got that. Okay, I think we are good to go. Let me get this out of the bag here. My little cheater note here with all these various packs. Trying to keep track of what year everything is sometimes a little difficult for me. The record's 30. Wow, that's crazy. All right, everybody, welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West. Tonight we'll be breaking this 1983 Topps Football Wax Pack 112. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Mariachi? Everything's going well, but I'm actually in Arizona. Chris Coe's the one from California. We've got ourselves 10 the hard way. Where to go? Topps Football Wax Pack 112. There it is. 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Mr. Tom O'Connor gets the first card, and Mr. Matthew Townsend gets the last card. Good luck, guys. Oops. Get this list over to Emily. And we are good to go. And we've hit the break button. The first card's underneath the gum over here. Yes, the NFL is starting tomorrow. It is a wonderful thing to finally have them back. second, folks. Okay. I'm gonna need your guys' help. I'm still working on knowing all of my football rookie years. Okay, Tom O'Connor, you are going to get free of charge a Billy Sims card with gum firmly attached to the back. See if I can get this in the sleeve. There it goes. Spot number 1, Billy Sims for Mr. O'Connor. Rick Upchurch in spot number 2. These cards are really well centered. Looks like we've got a little corner damage on this guy. Rick Upchurch for Tom O'Connor. Spot number 3, Junior Miller. Spot number 4, Keith Dorney for Matthew Townsend. Al Baker for Tom O'Connor. Oh, there we go. Next $50 purchase, 1103 on Vintage Breaks time. Eugene Marv. Spot number 6 for Mr. O'Connor. Oh, and I can't remember if the sticker's extra or card this. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so sticker is extra, and this is a beautiful Walter Payton, Mr. Sweetness himself sticker. That is really well centered. It might be just a touch off north to south. But check out that sweetness right there. Beautiful card. We're going to go ahead and at least put this guy in a card saver for you. This will go to Mr. Tom O'Connor in spot number 1. That is a beautiful looking sweetness. Got a rotation in the pack. A Daryl Ray for Eduardo. Thank you, James, for helping me out. Charles White for Mr. Tom O'Connor. Lauren Toes for Joe Dungan. Tony Franklin for Mr. O'Connor. Gary Barrow for Mr. Townsend. Oh, did I? Oh, and I made a boo-boo. These are all off a little bit, guys. Sorry. We'll go ahead and get these sleeved up, and we'll have to move them all down. Wayne Wilson. This is actually for Tom O'Connor's spot 12. And then Matthew Townsend will get the final card, card 13. I use the numbered card sleeve for the Peyton Hanford Dixon. We'll fix that off camera here real quick. Everybody will be moved down one spot. All right, thanks for watching. That concludes our 1983 Tops of Football Wax Pack 112. All right, folks, pardon the dust here for a moment while I move all the sleeves around a little bit. Do a little sleeve dance here. Hey, everybody makes mistakes. It's how you deal with them. That yeah, that's the important part. So we'll get these slid over so the cards go to the appropriate individual. So we just move them all down one. No big deal. What innings the Braves game in right now? And can we get a Cubs score update for me? So the Braves still have a chance to score, but they'll probably play nice and not beat up on them. What's the Cubs score at? Ugh. So you're saying that there's still a chance, but not much of a chance. I'd like to point out the correlation between when the Cubs started losing and them not playing Nico as much. Just my own personal observation. Nico may not have been actually driving him any runs, but at least they were winning when he was playing. 1983 Topps Football number 112. All right, let's see what I can give away now. All right. First off, let's check on that $50 purchase after 1103 that Mr. Layton mentioned. Nobody's taken up Mr. Layton on his free 1969 spot for a $50 purchase at 1103. So that is still on the board. Let's see here. All right. Kevin has got himself a Tom Seaver, George Brett, and a Don Sutton. Thank you for your purchase, Kevin. Get these sleeved up. No problem. Cards everywhere. Like I said, we're definitely 80s Palooza around here. We're just blowing out these 80s cards. And opening the 80s packs, I hope. Got lots to open on the site. Got a big refresh of the inventory. All right, Mr. Ty, hit us again. I think Tom O'Connor, Ty. We'll just add what you already had here. So you've got a Fisk package, a Johnny Bench package, and a Gary Carter package. Plus, you're going to clean me out of the Seavers. And you're going to get whole bunch of these 80s cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Go through those real quick here. So you got Andre Dawson, Phil Niekro, Robin Yount, Gaylord Perry, Dennis Eckersley, Willie McCovey, Jack Morrison, a second Willie McCovey, second Jack Morrison, Fergie Jenkins, Paul Malter, and Adon Sutton. Nice little gaggle here to add. Here we're going to get you an upgraded baggie now. Thank you for your purchase. Again, guys, we're trying to sell out this Scoops pack. I'll check here in just a second, see how many more spots we have remaining. All right. We still have 6 spots left in that Scoops pack, guys. Do we want to break that tonight? That would be pretty awesome if we could break that. In the meantime, let's see if we've sold out of anything else. Right now, we appear to have not sold out of anything else that I have to break. I don't believe I've got 81 Topps football solos. Let me double check the football box. I do not. So the next person to sell out a pack that I can break on Vintage Breaks West will get this, I believe, 87 Fleer Mr. Barry Bonds. The next person to sell out a pack that I can break for Vintage Breaks West will get a Barry Bonds 87 card. Or I could sit here and sing all night. We could do that too. Also, if you happen to spend over $50, you'll get a 69 baseball set break spot, courtesy of Mr. Layton. That's right, Brian. Sell out the scoops for us. You'll get the 69 baseball set break spot. You'll get this Barry Bonds. You'll get Bruce Sutter Gaggle, and then a little stack of 1980s Topps baseball card love as well. Plus all the other promos that are running. That seems like pretty good dippage to me. I can't count that high. James, I take requests only if you pay me to take requests. The Village people, I don't necessarily know if I want me singing YMCA on the internet for anyone to enjoy. I do love me some 80s music. All right, let's see what's on the website here. Is there anything else that anybody's interested in trying to sell out to break tonight? Maybe we can incentivize another pack to your liking. You guys were asking for a more wide variety for Vintage Race West, so we got it for you. Even got some hockey. We already broke our one golf pack, but we do still have some hockey available. And lots of baseball and football. And a little bit of basketball. Just let me know what you break and when. check and see. Looks like Mr. O'Connor. Mr. O'Connor picked him up a scoop spot. You didn't sell out something I could break, but you did get a scoop spot. So I'll get you the 1969 baseball set break spot. Let me get that email over to Sammy. All right, email to Sam. Plus, you'll get a Bruce Sutter and then another little stack of Paul, a Fergie, a Dennis, a Gaylord, a Robin, and a Mr. Necro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Tom O'Connor. That is done. Right. Get these wrapped up for you, Tom. Sean, you caught me. That's my weekend gig. I do Elvis impersonations. Oh, Barry White. There you go. I definitely have been told I've got a soothing voice. Oh, let's see here. Looks like Mr. Billingsley did some damage here. That'll get us our last gaggle of cards. Might put together some more here. You never know. You get you a Dawson, a Trammell, and a Whitfield. Put one of these so I can put a sticker on it. Mr. Billingsley, before I checked, did that sell out a pack? Two separate screens. Hey, what's going on, Brett? We pulled a lovely gummy golf card earlier. Let me finish this up here for Mr. Billingsley. Yes, Mr. Billingsley sold out. So you'll be getting the Barry Bonds card. Thank you, Brian. It would also help if I put your name on here, not the price of the cards. Let's see here. Let's look this up for you. Do a first ever Vintage Breaks trade deal live for a gum card. Let's see here. Of course, it's one of these bigger bags. All right, Brett. Let's buy into the Scoops card. Let's see. It was card number 18, and it was a. Oops, I can see what I'm looking at. It was card number 18. Oops. Focus. Well, trust me, it's card 18, but it was a fine, fine specimen of gum here. Why, thank you, Mr. John. But that's a fine gum example there. Mr. Poole, you need that one. Brad, if you wouldn't mind, just rewind the video to see who that pulled that for. I don't remember off the top of my head. It wasn't a personal pack. I'm sure they'd probably be willing to work a deal with you. All right. So, what we got going on here? Okay, so that's Brian B. Last one, just so I know where I left off. Okay, the next person to sell out a pack that I could break, we'll get to this 87 Fleer, Bo Jackson. Yep. So next person to sell out a break that I can break on Vintage Breaks West, we'll get a Bo Jackson. But in the meantime, we're going to break a pack or two for Mr. Billingsley. A 1993 SP Football Pack 97. I believe it's the first one of these SP packs for football that I've broken on Vintage Breaks West. Yes, let's sell out the scoops, guys. Sell out the scoops. All right. Oh, we've got the Brian double threat combination here. All right. Good evening and welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West. Tonight we'll break this 1993 SP Football Pack 97. We've got ourselves a 8 on the dice roll. We will roll it 8 times here. Good luck to Brian Kaufman and Brian Billingsley. 8 times there on the random. Then we'll hit the break button. And then we'll go over here. We'll get the order on the screen. And the email off to Emily. And we are ready to break, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we've got an update on the Scoops pack. We've got 4 spots to go. Let's get that sold out. The first spot's here for Mr. Kaufman, and Mr. Kaufman will also get the last spot. Gotta roll the dice first, Mr. Kaufman. Oh, I forgot how much these. I just like these foil packs. There we go. Sometimes they open real nice, and sometimes they just don't want to open. Trying to mind those corners. There will be no saving of this pack. The team's help here in letting me know if I hit any sort of good card. What is Scoops? Scoops is this pack that I've got sitting here from 1961. Cards usually come out razor sharp, usually high gradable. Lots of Hall of Famers, All-Star greats in those packs. Rajiv Ismail. Is this fire off the top? I'm not that familiar with this particular set. For Mr. Kaufman, spot 1. We've got Eric Curry. Ishmael. There we go. Spot number 2. Spot number 3, we've got William Roloff for Mr. Billingsley. Robert Smith, spot 4. These shiny cards are going to have a hard time focusing on the camera with the glare. Oh, saying pull fire, yes. We've got John Stevens. Todd Kelly. Spot 6 for Mr. Kaufman. Steve Young. Spot 7. Oh, Willie Ross, a Hall of Fame rookie. I will go back and top load him. Next up, we've got a Brian Cox. That's for Mr. Billingsley. Spot number 9, Craig Erickson. It's going out to Mr. Billingsley. Spot number 10, John Elway. Now I know he's good, but this is by far not his rookie card. Going out to Mr. Kaufman. That's not Elway's rookie. No, that's not. Marco Coleman. Spot number 11. And then we've got ourselves a Lamar Thomas in spot 12. And that concludes our 1993 SP Football Pack 97. Let's go back and I didn't pull any card savers. And put Roof. There he is. Give him a little respect. That's what I thought. I thought Elway was a long time ago. These tops is always, semi easy to tell because it's, they only put 1 year of stats usually on the back if it's the rookie. These, they only have 1 year stats on all of them. And as someone who doesn't primarily collect football, that's hard for me. 1993 SP Football, number 97 in the books. Packed up and ready to go. We do have a lot of 84 football packs, though, to sell if you guys want to go Elway hunting. Organize my broken bin here. It's fallen over. All right, let's see who sold out something that I can break next. Mr. Brett Tippin. Well, you didn't sell something I can break, Brett, but I appreciate you buying into the Scoops pack. We need to get somebody to buy into something I can break. Let's see here. Chronicles, the USFL set, that sold out, but that's not something that's in the West. Oh, it looks like the 1986 Donruss Wax Pack 16 sold. I didn't catch who sold that out. That just sell out? Let's get the Scoops update. We do have 4 spots left of that Scoops. Let's get it going, guys. We're almost halfway there. It looks like the 86 set sold out earlier. I just didn't catch it. Pretty sure I've got that. Let's see here. That is a blue color, if I remember correctly. Yes, there it is. Oh, and Mr. Billingsley sold this one out too. I appreciate it, Mr. Billingsley. Let's get this set up so I can break it real quick. right. Yeah, James, you know, I was looking touch and go there for Atlanta there for a little while. 29-9. So at the end there, did Atlanta just put in people out of the, well, just can't pull people out of the stands anymore? They put in the ground screw or something? So let's get the right packet out here. All right, welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West. Tonight we'll be breaking a 1986 Donruss Wax Pack 16. Let's roll the dice. We've got ourselves a 9 on the dice roll. Good luck to Matthew Townsend, EJ, and Brian Billingsley. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. EJ with the first card and the last card. All right. And here we go. First card's on this side. 9 RBIs in a single game. That's just insane. All right, rotate these around. Eric, there's our names. Eric's Show for EJ, spot number 1. James, I think we just recently started selling these. I'm not sure we had these before. I know this is at least the second one that I've broken on this show. Don Baylor, spot number 2. Spot number 3, Carmen Castillo. I seem to remember he was hot stuff of the day, but not so much long term. Another one from Johnny Five's personal collection, a Dickie Thon. Again, hit up Johnny Five to see if he's got this in his collection. He may be willing to sell it to you, Mr. Billingsley. Bob Kearney for Matthew Townsend. Dan Gladden. Yes, sir. Canseco is one of the chase cards. This is not the rookie we were looking for, Mark McLemore. I don't know what Mr. Lemore is up to these days. That was spot 7 for Brian. EJ gets our next rookie, Danny Tartable. Again, not anybody that I even remember from the 80s. This was a pretty cool design at the time, Sean. McLemore? Yeah. I liked however I mispronounced it before. Bill something for Mr. EJ. Milt Thompson. I remember him from watching the Braves. I'm not sure if you guys know, but I am originally from the Atlanta area, so I did, despite the fact that I'm a Cubs fan through and through, as a family member from the Chicago area. But growing up in Atlanta, I did watch the Braves on a frequent basis. Chris Chambly. That one's going out to Brian. Number 12 here, Johnny Ray, also going out to Brian. Johnny Ray. Not quite as cool as Johnny 5. We got a Jose, not the right Jose though, in spot 13. Jose De Leon, something to that effect, for Matthew Townsend. We have a Carlos Diaz in spot 14. for Matthew Townsend. And then in our last spot 15 for Mr. EJ, we've got a Dave Lieber. I do not recognize him at all. And that concludes our 1986 Donruss Wax Pack number 16. Thanks for watching. All right, Brett. Well, let's get that set that Scoops pack sold out for you, then, so we can break it. How long do we have, Brett? I think we're down to 3 or 4 spots, so we're pretty close. Let's take a look here on the Scoops meter. We are down to 3 spots on the Scoops, guys. We are really close. So let me see what, if anything, sold out here. Okay, let me. All right, Mr. Michael Jordan. He's responsible for that next spot. He gets a few of these guys over here. You get Andre Dawson, Trammell, Winfield. Again, guys, I'm trying not to double you up on the same card. Steve Carlton, 8 Nolan Ryan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Jim Rice. Thank you for your purchase, Mr. Jordan. Again, we've got this Bo Jackson up for grabs for the next person who sells out a pack that I can break on Vintage Breaks West. That could be the Scoops if you decide to buy all the remaining spots of the Scoops pack. All right. That is that taken care of. Brett, did you remind me of how long we've got? Let's see here. What else do I have to incentivize some purchases? How about a gaggle of baseball fleer for $75? The next person spent $75, starting at 1140. You get this lot of vintage Fleer cards that I originally won from a Vintage Breaks back in the day. So we've got 40 minutes to sell out for Brett so he can break the Scoops card before he goes back on break. So $75 spend, we'll get you a gaggle of vintage Fleer cards. And if we could sell it out and break it before Brett has to go back on the floor. Let's see what else I have back here floating around. I will also no, can't do that one. That's Leighton would yell at me. We'll throw in this gaggle of 57s. Just some commons. Vernon Law, Charlie Maxwell, Larry Jackson, Willard Nixon, Bob Skinner, and Camille. This little gaggle will go to spot number 1 of the Scoops if we can sell it out and break it before Brett has to go back on break. So we'll call that 15 after midnight. How about that, guys? 15 after midnight. Yeah, the 1980 set is a really good set. It's got lots of Hall of Famers in it. It's, I mean, that's where we pulled all those cards for $10 a pop for your extra bonus on top. Um, it's a great card, great set. I came across a big lot of them and back a couple years back. I just never parted out. So you guys are benefiting from that. So we've got lots of dippage happening. Just need to sell something out here so I can break it. Sean, yeah, we had a couple of the roses earlier, but those are gone. Let's see your chronicles. Yeah, I remember the Burger King sets. Actually, funny story, James. Part of the reason why I don't buy packs anymore off of eBay was I did buy a 1980 supposedly sealed, untampered with 1980 pack, um, but it had nothing but the Burger King cards in it. So that's when I pulled the plug on ever buying supposedly sealed packs on eBay. So again, be very careful with who you buy sealed packs from on eBay, if they're not PSA or GI or whatever. Brian Cuffman, I don't have 81 solo. I'm not sure if that was actually on the west side or not. If it was, I apologize, but I don't have the 81 football cello. I've got 77, and then I skipped to 84, and I've got 4 84 packs. So um, I apologize if you bought that thinking I could break it tonight, but I do not have one of those. Yeah, I think it's Gilmore's fault, Cody. I totally agree. So be careful with your source for where you buy, sealed product from. Obviously Vintage Breaks is a good resource to buy sealed product from. BBCE, Baseball Card Exchange, is an excellent resource to buy them from. But you never know. Even sometimes when you buy them from legit people, sometimes they do make mistakes. So I appreciate it, Mr. Bride. Like I said, I got probably 40 different options here. Oh, that's too bad, James. Yeah, I don't know. I know a lot of people like Celos because they're usually in really good shape. But I experience it similar to you, James. Is that usually when I get Celo packs, the top couple cards are damaged. For some reason, I tend to think that things that are kept in wax packs are less subject to damage. Uh, all right, let's see what we got here. What else can I do to incentivize the group? Oh, let's see here. All right, I've got a couple more cards that I can do the $20 spend, but these are only going to be one per purchase. So you only get one of these per checkout. You'll get an 89 Randy Johnson rookie, an 89 um, Ricky Henderson, an 89 Nolan Ryan, and then an 83 Ripken in that order. So first person will get the Randy Johnson, second will get the Ricky Henderson, third will get the Nolan Ryan, and fourth will get the Cal Ripken Jr. Only one per purchase on that one. Oh yeah, 3 more spots left of the Scoops, guys. Plus the incentive, you get this number 1 spot. We'll get this pack if we can sell it out before 12:15, so we can open it for Brett Tippin before he goes back to work. And then also the next person who sells out a pack that I can break on Vintage Breaks West will get this a Bo Jackson Fleer 87. Let's get some spots moving. Yeah, James, I think I remember having some Coke sets back in the day, um, but I also grew up in Atlanta, so they were probably easier to find for me. Man, I had a lot of Kmart cards, Cody. All right, folks, we've got 25 minutes to sell out the Scoops pack. We've got 3 spots left. Let's get it sold. We've come more than halfway. You know, there's Mantles, Ruths, Banks, Ty Cobbs, DiMaggio's, all sorts of great cards. They come out razor sharp. Usually you can get them in high grade. You know, knock on wood. This did come from the sealed box that Vintage Breaks bought, so they were well protected. Again, we've got this guy going on. We've got $20 per purchase bonuses. We got a $75 purchase bonus. We got $10 bonuses. We got the closeout bonus. Plus, every $3 you spend goes towards the all night bonus for the Warren Spawn PSA 4. In the meantime, to break the silence, let's do ourselves a trivia question for 80s movies. First person to answer that I see on my screen will get this beautiful, probably pack fresh 79 Lou Brock. Let me get some trivia questions up here and pick one for tonight. This will be a hard one for people. So, first person on my screen to answer this will get the 79 Lou Brock. This is my last Lou Brock that I've got to give away. Although this is a 79 card, I should probably give away an 80s card, but whatever. We'll give that away for the first person to answer on my screen. In the 1986 film Short Circuit, Johnny Five was built by a company called Nova. The Johnny Five robot was part of a program called what? And I'll give you a bonus card if you can tell me what the acronym stood for. Go. Being that Johnny Five is the nickname for our one of our favorite breakers, You guys should know this right off the top of your head because you should all be experts at short circuit. Ryan K. You got it right, my friend. It was the Saint Project. You went for the single answer, Saint Project. The Saint actually stood for Strategic Artificial Intelligent Nuclear Transport. Not sure if Ryan K's Google skills were super quick. But that guy's headed to you, Mr. Ryan. We'll go ahead and do another question here. Maybe a little bit easier. Let me find something to give away. We'll go back to the 80s stuff. We've got ourselves 87 Nolan Ryan. Any day is a good day for Nolan Ryan. Back to the 80s theme. Let's see what I've got here. Oh, it's an 87 Fleer, so we'll go a question for film made in 87. In the 1987 film Spaceballs, Mel Brooks plays many roles, including a parody of Yoda for Star Wars. What's the name of the character he played? Again, in the 1987 film Spaceballs, Mel Brooks plays many roles, including a parody of Yoda for Star Wars. What's the name of this character? Ryan K wins again. There's no naughty list here in the West, so yogurt is the correct answer. Ryan K is either good at 80s movie trivia or his Google skills are really good tonight. Congratulations. Spaceballs is one of my personal all-time favorite movies. Mel Brooks is an amazing actor, comedian. All right, we still have 3 spots left in the Scoops pack. We've got 20 minutes to sell that out. Appears we still have no new purchases yet. So I may have to start singing, guys. And you do not want that. Or I'm just going to go to bed early and call it a night. We've been jammed. Lone Star. That was a great movie. It was a really good movie. I actually dressed up as Barf one year, a couple years ago, for Halloween. Probably the most comfortable Halloween costume that I've worn in a long time. Basically, overalls. We got all kinds of dippage here, folks. When will then be now? Soon. Yeah, I love that movie. Or we're combing the desert and we ain't found bleep. This is a kid-friendly show, so I can't do that entire line. All right, folks, we got to get something sold out here. I can't give out any more bonuses. We already got like 15 way dippage, guys. Yes, it's definitely the force fields. Blazing Saddles is another great movie. A little bit earlier. What was that? The early '70s, late '70s. Remember what first was Charles? I'm not sure what that's in reference to, Cody. Blazing Saddles was a great movie. It has another one of my all-time favorite actors, um, Richard Pryor. Excellent comedian, actor. Oh, for the scoops, I'm gonna have to go back and look at the tape. There was prizes for. Um, I don't think there were prizes for every spot, but there was prizes for the first several spots. I, um, I'd have to go back and review the tape. I didn't write it down. Leighton dropped that on me live, and I didn't write it down. All right, folks, man. I made a big push to get a much more packs here to break. We gotta sell some of these packs out. Let's see what we're close on. Let's do a little shopping on the website. All right, we've got 3 spots left of the scoops. What else is close to breaking? We've got 5 spots left in the 77 basketball. We've got 5 spots left in the 81-0 Peachy baseball. Let's see, what else is close? Oh, it looks like somebody might be making a move on 85-0 Peachy. All right, Mr. Billingsley. All right, who's going to be the hero to buy the last spot? Got 1 spot to go. Go ahead and get some card savers here numbered up. That's what we like to call eminent. 7, 2, 3, 4, 6. One more. Oh, look at this. Here's some numbered ones already. What do you know? In a bag. Look at that. Look at that. All right, we got 0 spots are showing up on the website right now. Looks like somebody's closed it out. Thank you guys so very much. Looks like it's still in the process of making it through the payment system here. He was the last one. Okay, so Brian sold out a pack that I can open, the 85 O-Pee-Chee. So Brian will be getting this Mr. Bo Jackson. Oh, and let's see here. Plus, you'll get this gaggle of cards for your spend. Nice little gaggle of Fleer cards for you, Brian. Plus a Randy Johnson rookie. Plus a whole heap of 1980 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Just enough before I had to start duplicating you, man. Thank you, sir, for your purchase. And let's get this puppy broken here real quick. Okay, who was our hero here? Steve Strange was our hero. Oh no, that wasn't. He wasn't the hero. And the final purchase hasn't come through yet on the system. Doesn't look like. Meantime, Steve Strange did purchase some cards here. So, Steve, oops, you'll get the Ricky Henderson that came through or finalized, and you'll also get Carlton, a Ryan, a Rice, a Murray, and a Gossage. Who was the last person who was trying to buy the last Scoops spot? Because it still hasn't shown up as sold out. It shows 0 on the website, so it means it's in your cart or processing. No, Steve Strange didn't buy the Scoops pack. He bought some other modern stuff. Yeah, so the Scoops pack is still held up in order. Let me see if I can see whose card it's in. It looks like it's a Mr. Greg Resvek. You on this evening? Looks like he is trying to check out with sometimes our least favorite people, the PayPal. All right, go ahead and if you want to go ahead and grab that scoop spot, sweep it and get it, Mr. Ryan K or Cody. Maybe he changed his mind. Yeah, unfortunately, that happens sometimes with PayPal, where it gets caught up, or so. It's one spot left to go on the website. It shows available right now. Ryan K, if you want to be our hero and pick up that last spot, you'll get the gaggle of cards plus some other stuff. We'll go ahead and throw in a Mr. Mattingly 87 Fleer for you too. I'm just gonna wait for this one to sell out and break because I know Mr. Tippin would love to see this broken here in the next few minutes before he actually has to go back to work. Yeah, guys, the first spot also gets a VIP spot, so I'll have to go back and look at the tape to figure out what all the prizes were that Leighton announced. I don't remember. I didn't write it down. I apologize. But there are some bonus things happening that I don't remember. All right, looks like Ryan Kyle it has processed. It is on the sold list, folks. We are gonna move it over so I can break it. Thank you guys very much. Let's get her broken. Got ourselves a checks in the mail, no COD, shipping handling, go ahead. All right, let's get this one broken. Um, Thank you, Ryan. You'll be getting these guys. I'm going to go ahead and hold them off to the side. I'll stick them in a baggie that these guys are with. All right. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West. And today I have the pleasure of breaking a 1961 Scoops of Baseball pack number 19. This is the first pack I've personally ever broken of this product. Lots of cards go through my hands over the years, but I've never had the pleasure of breaking one. I appreciate you guys selling this out tonight so I could break it for you. Let's roll the dice to randomize the list. 8 times, 8 the hard way. Oh, thank you, Cody. You looked at the tape. It's VIP for first. 2 through 7, 69 baseball set spots. Okay. We'll randomize the list 8 times. Good luck to Brian Billsley. Good luck and thank you to Brian Billsley, Tom O'Connor, Brett Tippin, Mike Jordan, Brian Billingsley, and Ryan Kyle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Brian will get the first and last spots. Right. Let's get some beautiful cards. Give me a second here. Let me put the bonus stuff in here. All right. Your spots are away. Right. Make sure these cards are down low in the pack. If I was opening these just for myself, it wouldn't be so nerve-wracking. But we want to just barely cut the top off. All right, here we go. And it's open. First card's on this side here. Beautiful. All right, first card for Brian Billingsley is the Kilbrew starts spring training. A little off north to south. A little weird edge action happening here. Looks like some printing stuff, but a beautiful card otherwise. Razor sharp. Spot one for Mr. Billingsley. Spot two. Red Sheen. I can never spell or pronounce his name right. Red. Let's call him Red for Brian. Spot two. A little bit off center, but beautiful razor sharp cards. I love this set. Every card's a Hall of Famer. Great baseball. Just beautiful cards. And of course, for those of you who may not be familiar, just a little informational. Basically, baseball scoops like a news article. A little what's going on at the time. Spot three. Runnels makes 9 hits in Twin Bill for Ryan Kyle. Another beautiful card, a little bit off center. Brett Tippin gets a Casey Stengel, makes it 7 World Championships. Never a bad day to get a Yankee. Again, a little off center, but extra sharp, beautiful cards. Nice and clean. Spot 5 for Tom O'Connor. Gets an early win, a victory, crushes the Yanks. We just got the 7th World Series victory for the Yankees, and now we get to the early win, crushes the Yankees. Spot 6. Got Harvey Kuhn, takes AL batting title. That one may be the best centered east to west. North to south, it's a little off, but east to west, it's almost perfect. That is a beautiful looking card. And our last card, Bob Feller hurls 3rd no-hitter of career. A little bit off center, both directions of this guy. But beautiful, beautiful cards. I love the scoop set. Again, thanks everyone for purchasing the set, allowing me to break my first 61 Scoops pack for you guys. And that concludes our 1961 Scoops Baseball pack number 19. Yeah, these are just beautiful cards. Let's see here. Ryan, yours was spot number 3. I'll just go ahead and put your free cards in a separate little baggie here. Otherwise, M80 might get confused. 1961. Well, this is card number 460. I'm not sure how many is in the set, but it's a actually fairly big set. Okay, I owe Orion some stuff. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, I got Steve his cards. All right, so Ryan, you get the Mattingly and the Gaggle. You'll get a Nolan Ryan, and you'll get 6 cards from the $10 pile. An Eddie Murray, a Rich Gossage, a Tony Perez, a Yaz, and a Carew. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, one more. And a Fingers. Thank you, sir, for being our hero to finish selling out those guys. Yeah. All right. The next person to sell out a pack that I can break on Vintage Breaks West tonight will get this lovely Tony Gwynn. So that's up next for whoever sells out a pack that I can break. Okay, maybe 100 cards. It's just the numbering is a little goofy. I believe I've got some stuff here that did sell out too that I could go ahead and break. We've got 85 O-Pee-Chee baseball. What's this box here? It's 83. That's 84. I know I have 85 baseball in here somewhere. It's Leaf. 85 O-Pee-Chee. Let's break this one next. We'll leave the scoops here for some good luck. The scoops are 1961. All right, get this here. Yes, so peachy. All right, everybody, welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we'll be breaking this 1985 O-Pee-Chee Baseball Waxback 46. Let's roll the dice. We've got ourselves aces. Good luck to Michael Dewar, Corey Frick, Sean Dooley, Matthew Townsend, and Brian Billingsley. Just 2 times. Matthew Townsend will get the first, and Brian Billingsley will get the last cards. Oops. Names list, email set. Let's get this broken. Get the first card here. First card underneath the gum on this side. Got a nice card there on the top. The poster here is an extra card. We'll go to spot 1 for Matthew Townsend, with the gum firmly attached, but it is firmly attached to the Toronto Blue Jays Jesse Barfield. So this will go to Matthew. All right, Brett, have fun at work. Thank you for participating in the Scoops Pack. Our first spot goes to Matthew Townsend, gets a Tony Gwynn. He's a little bit off center, left to right, but nice little Tony Gwynn. Another great card, too. A Ricky Henderson. Going out to Brian Billingsley. Spot 2. Off center, left to right. North to south looks pretty good on here. Another. Oh, no, I was thinking it was Greg. No, this is Gary Maddox, not Greg Maddox. For Brian Billingsley. Spot 4. Oops. Tim Lawler. Never heard of Ricky Anderson? Well, if you happen to have any in your collection, go ahead and send them to me and I'll dispose of them properly for you. Here's a good one. Gary Carter. Got a little bit of a ding in the corner there. Let's go to spot 5, Corey Frickle. Not too bad for a 1 spot. A Greg Brock going to Brian Billingsley. A Ricky Horton, spot 7 for a Brian Billingsley. Spot 8, Kirk Gibson. At the time I remember he was hot stuff. That's going out to Brian Billingsley. Spot 9, Ozzie Virgil going out to Sean Dooley. And our last spot going out to Brian Billingsley, Bob Rich. And this one's got a little corner ding on him too. It looks like they set me bags for 15, but these only have 10. And that concludes our 1985 O-Pee-Chee Baseball Wax Pack, number 46. Thanks for watching. It's always Gilmore's fault. Gilmore's a great guy. We probably should be nicer to him. Man, I hope he's not watching. You just heard me say that. You never know, Cody. He could have flown up there and done it. I know he couldn't have paid off M80 because she wouldn't have stood for that. All right, let's get the names off here. Let's see here. Did you guys sell out anything else for me to break? Doesn't look like it yet, but I do appreciate the purchase, Mr. Cuthman. Didn't quite get into any of the bonuses, but like a reminder that we've got next person sells out a pack that I can break on the West. We'll get this Tony Gwynn 87 Fleer. We still got a Cal Ripken Jr. for the next person who spends. Oh, excuse me. The next person spends $20. We'll get this Cal Ripken Jr. Fleer. And then we also still have a small stack of the $10 cards. for the next purchase or purchases. Well, I thank you, James. I think we're all pretty swell, and I definitely think our audience and customers and friends, quite frankly, are pretty awesome people too. It's a great community. Lots of good people. All right, Mr. Rezabek made a purchase, and it looks like he sold out some packs, used a little break credit, and I think he might clean me out. So, Greg, you're getting the Tony Gwynn. You're getting my last $20 spin card, the Cal Ripken. Plus, you probably are getting the last of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, you're getting all of them. Those are all for you, Greg. See you in chat, but I appreciate you watching. And we'll get those packs broken right now. Yes, sir. We're going to break them right now. I got to pack up your freebies, though, first. And don't worry, guys. If you guys do make a purchase and I'm still breaking after 1 o'clock, I will make sure that the 2 bonuses that are running in at 1 o'clock will include your purchases. I'll just have to change the date for whenever I actually stop. All right. Let's see here. 1983 Topps Baseball. 83, where are you? There's 84. There's more 84. More 84. There's 83. That's O-Pee-Chee, though. That's O-Pee-Chee, O-Pee-Chee. There we go. That's a regular. Let's see if we can find ourselves a Tony Gwynn, a Sandberg, or a Boggs. That would be pretty swell. Actually, this is going to be a personal pack for Mr. Greg. So let's do the paperwork on this one. Won't take too long. But still got to follow the proper protocol. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and tonight we're breaking 1983 Topps Baseball Wax Pack 207. This is a personal pack for Mr. Greg Rezbeck. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Let's get your name here on the screen so everybody knows who we're breaking this for. And send an email off to Emily so she knows who I'm breaking it for. All right, here we go. Good luck, Greg. Appreciate the purchase. It does not matter which card is first because they are all yours. I'm not sure Layton's giving away maids. All right, Greg, your first card's Bob Denier. Your next card's Tim Lawler. Oop, focus. Now it's focused way up there. That's okay, I guess. There we go. Brian Smith is up next. Terry Kennedy. I saw the card out of the corner of my eye. I was hoping it was a Gwyn, but he's not a Gwyn. Dave Parker. That's right, Brian. Chris not only has a maid, but he also has a assistant helper to pack things and make bags and stuff. The Everyone Loves checklist. Leading a little off center. Paul Malter. Not a bad card. He is unfortunately a little off center left to right. And of course, not his rookie. Keith Hernandez. And your scratch off, we'll just go ahead and throw that in there for you. Here's a Ricky Henderson Tim Raines card. This has probably actually got up in value with the Mr. Raines being in the fame. Not personally a big fan of multiplayer cards, but yeah, it's off center both directions. Pretty cool card though. Moose Haas. Sounds like Du Haas from Sandstorm. Joe Morgan. Super veteran. Growing leaps and bounds. You have a lot coming, Charles. Oh, should I be worried? Lance Parrish. A Tom Seaver. Rest in peace, good sir. Paul Splitteroff. And rounding out, Atlee Haymaker. Not a terrible pack, but definitely didn't have any of the big rookies we were looking for. That concludes our 1983 Topps of Baseball Wax Pack at 207. Personal, Greg Rezebek. Oh, the way we're going. Yeah, it's Vintage Breaks is growing big time. We take over the world soon. All right, I believe Greg's got another personal pack here on deck. These slippery little guys, getting them in the bag. There we go. Oh, you're welcome, Mr. Greg. I'm going to inevitably forget that the marketing guy is you, Greg, but I have a hard enough time with names, let alone these screen names versus actual names. Maybe we'll have a better luck on your other pack here, your 93 Bowman. Was that personal as well? No, it's not quite personal. We've got Matthew Townsend in there too. All right. Well, we're going to set up the 93 Bowman baseball pack here to break next. Yes, taking over the breaking world. We're doing it. I mean, we got a great customer base, a great community. I know we pretty, but it's more of a community as far as I'm concerned. Let's see here, 1993 Bowman. There it is. Well, we've had to expand our years of what we consider vintage, but I mean, it's I don't know. I'll be 41 this month. I look maybe younger than I really am, but it's also hard for me to believe that a 1993 pack of cards is 27 years old. Okay. All right, folks. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West, and we'll be breaking this 1993 Bowman Baseball Pack 84 tonight. Let's randomize the list 9 times. This is almost a personal pack, but Matthew Townsend snuck in here. He got one spot. We'll write him at 9 times. And on the 9th time, it looks like Matthew landed on the 9th spot. And Greg will get the rest of these cards. Yeah, the community is very giving, very knowledgeable, supportive. Great for everybody. First card's going to be on this side. Good luck. It's fun to just hang out and chat, too. You know, whether you spend $3, you spend $1,000, anywhere in between. Everybody gets treated equally. Or you can spend nothing. You sit here and hang out and enjoy the conversation about baseball, football, golf, hockey, wrestling. I'm actually surprised they haven't sent me any wrestling packs. Maybe I'll add that to my list of wants. And every once in a while, everybody gets excited. I mean, these aren't even my cards that I'm pulling. I get excited when I pull a cool card. All right, first card. Well, all these except spot 9 are going to Mr. Townsend. I'll remember spot 9 to re-announce. BJ Wallace, spot 1. Eric Karras, spot 2. All going out to Greg. Damon Buford. Scott Hitterberg. Hatberg. Somethingberg. Manny Alexander. 2 first names. Bobby Witt. Is this Bobby Witt Sr.? Anyone? Anyone? Any relation? Rod Bolton. Spot 8, Chris Turner. Daddy Witt, all right. There we go. Chris Turner for Greg. The next card's going to be Matthew Townsend. Where we've got a flip in the pack. Well, it was the spot to have the specialty card, Hal and Brian McRae. Father and son card. Not the card we were looking for. All right, the rest of this pack goes out to Greg. Marquise Grissom. He was a solid player. That's pretty well centered. Pretty sure he played for the Braves for many years. Maybe not the Braves. It's late. My brain is not working. Juan Gonzalez. Sam Milto something or other. Kamikaze, I'm doing great. Getting a little late for me, but I'm here breaking packs. Always a good day when I can break packs. Mike Moore. How are you doing, Mr. Kamikaze? And last up, Steve Farr. And that concludes our 1993 Bowman Baseball Pack 84. Thanks for watching. Not sure. Oh, 1993 Bowman. Hey, no problem, Greg. I appreciate the purchase and the opportunity to try to pull some fire. We weren't finding what we were looking for, but it was still good. Yes, sir, Kamikaze, we are winding down for the night, but we still have time to sell some packs. I'm all out of all my other promos to give away, but I'll be happy to break some more packs for you fine, fine gentlemen. It looks like I don't have anything else to break right now. So if you were to sell out a product right now, I will break it almost immediately. Looks like Mr. Cuffman is making a try at selling out the 84 Fleer baseball wax pack. Anybody want to jump in and help a brother out to sell that out? That would be awesome. That'll give us something else to break. Got another 14 minutes before the promos close. If we don't sell anything else out before then, I will call it a night at 1 a.m. and we'll catch you next week. But if you guys keep buying out stuff, I will continue to break. And I'll also extend the two promos, the $3 and the $21 promo that we have running. Just as a reminder for everyone, we've got those two promos. We've got the Warren Spawn $3 promo that ends when I get done this evening. And then we also have the $21 promo that'll be done when I go off this evening. Plus all the other good promos we have going on. We've got 11 dippage, which is pretty nice indeed. Let's see what's close to selling out on Vintage Breaks West. I wish the spots left thing would work a little bit better. Oh, somebody took down a couple spots in the 73. We've got 5 spots left in the 77 basketball. That'd be a fun one to break. We haven't broken any basketball tonight, guys. Just the golf pack, football, and baseball today. No hockey. We've got hockey on the site, guys. Yeah, we've got 4 spots left on the 81 O-Pee-Chee baseball. That's pretty close to breaking. 11, 13, 12, 7. Yeah, you guys did some good damage on the site. We sold out a lot of stuff. 81 O-Pee-Chee is sold out. Let's take a look here. It looks like that got messed up, but let's take a look-see here over on the good old website. There it is. It's sold out. We've got a nice combination of people in there. All right, folks, this may be the last pack unless somebody sells out something before I complete the breaking. So get your orders in. Hey, what's up, Arnie? No, that's the nice Vintage Break West. Oop, oop, oop. These cameras are weird. That's the West logo down here, man. We're a bunch of crazy wild people out here. We just spray paint the signs and everything. Let's get you guys this one broken. Um, if you guys want to break anything else, let's go ahead and get that sold out because I will stay and break it and extend the promos out past 1 a.m. I will continue breaking as long as you guys are buying. Get the email going. And let's find myself the 81 O-Pee-Chee pack. It's 83. No, wait, that's 83. 82, 81. This is the O-Pee-Chee. I believe so. It is. There it is. All right. Welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G. from Vintage Breaks West. Tonight we'll be breaking a 1981 O-Pee-Chee Baseball Wax Pack 73. Let's roll the dice to randomize the list. That's our first 7 of the night, folks. Right towards the end. It took us all night to get to 7. All right. Good luck to Richard Robinson, John Butler, Matthew Jordan, Brian Cuffman, and Brian Billingsley. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and lucky number 7. Got John getting the first card and Michael Jordan getting the last card. Oops, those are the wrong names. Let me get the right names on the board. Boop. Those are the right names. Let me email those off to Emily so she knows what cards go to who. And let's get this started. First card's underneath the gum on this side. Well, Sean, maybe some other people can jump in and buy some other 84 Fleer baseball, and we'll break that one after this. Flip this over. Oh boy, guys. The poster that saves the gum, or saves the gum, poster that's attached to the gum is also attached to the wrapper here. Try to get it off. This poster will go to spot number 1. Yeah, I'll clean those up later. Let's see here. Of course, the gum is firmly affixed. We've got another Toronto Blue Jays, Alvis Wood. That'll go to spot 1, John Butler. Included with the free gum, no extra charge for that. Not as nasty as that 81 golf gum we got earlier, but definitely has a nice patina to it, I believe is what they call that when they try to be polite about what things look like. John Butler. Okay, our first card going out to John Doug DeCinces. Hey, Brian, that might be the one spot you need to win the promos tonight. You never know. Spot 2 going out to Brian Billingsley, Rick Honeycutt. Honeycutt is also very miscut. Kind of rhymes. Spot 3 going out to Brian Billingsley as well. Yeah, these are definitely a miscut. Toby Hara. Brian Cuffman. Charlie G will not be eating any gum. That 1985 gum still brings back flashbacks. I got to talk to my therapist some more, try to block that out so I don't ever remember it. Spot 4, Mr. Cuffman. John D. Acustio. Ron Gertie going out to Richard Robinson. All right. We will break that one up next. Greg, maybe we can pull you something a little bit better out of that pack. Rich Doer. Unfortunately, all these cards seem to have the same bad cut. This is Brian Billingsley. Spot 7. Ross Bogerton. He's a White Sox. Doesn't really matter. Brian Billingsley. And our last card going out to Air Jordan and Al Oliver. He's got some weird texture action. Oh, that's because he's the wax card. The brain is not working. And that concludes our 1981 O-Pee-Chee Baseball Wax Pack 73. Thanks for watching. Yes, Kaufman, those were all horribly cut cards. All right, let's get those names off. If I can operate these buttons correctly. And there's that 84 Fleer. Not a personal, so we'll do that one up next. All right, folks, you've got a few more minutes to either close out a pack or even make purchases to go towards the promos that end at 1 a.m. If I'm continuing to breaking past 1 o'clock and you guys want to continue to make purchases, I will extend those two 1 a.m. promos out as necessary to make that happen. Don't say that, Sean. We're gonna have to ban you from the room. 84 Fleer. Let's see here. 83, 84, 84, 84. There she is. All right, Cody, you have a good night. 84 Fleer Wax Pack 112 was a football. Hold on, guys. Hold on. It's weird the title doesn't actually say what it is. No problem. Easy to check. Maybe not as easy as I thought. Looks like it was supposed to be baseball. Yeah, 84. Fleer's not football. You guys confusing me? You guys messing with my head. Oh boy. I think you guys are just messing with my head. Well, I just saw Brian say football, so I got a little concerned. Because it's possible. Well, but it's Fleer. They don't have Fleer football, so I'm pretty sure this is right. All right, everybody, welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G. We'll be breaking this 1984 Fleer Wax Pack 112 baseball. Let's randomize the list. We've got another 7. It took us all day to get to 7s, but we're hitting 7s now. Let's get to the list over here. 7 times. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Greg with the first and the last cards. Good luck to Greg Rezebek, Sean Dooley, Stephen Garrett, Brian Cuffman. And yeah, Brian Cuffman and Greg Rezebek's got the rest. Break. Yeah, the number of cards lines up, but that's what it is. So that's what we're going to break. Okay, first cards on this side. All right, folks, the promos are currently closed, but if anybody decides to sell at anything after 10 or 1 a.m., I will extend the promos. I will break the pack, and I'll extend the promos. So right now, everything might not be on the dip meter, but if you do decide to make a purchase, I will roll the clock so you get included in those 2 purchases that ended at 1 a.m. This pack is not coming apart cleanly. All right, folks, here we go. Ron Oyster, spot number 1 for Greg. Spot number 2, Rick Dempsey, also for Greg. Spot number 3, John Curtis, again for Greg. Willie Randolph, again for Greg. Spot number 4. Spot 5 for Greg, Bud Black. George Foster for Greg in spot number 6. Jamie Quirk, again for Mr. Greg in spot number 7. Spot number 8 for Greg again. And then we have a 1 spot hero, Scott Sanderson. So we've got 2 1 spot heroes in a row. Bobby Castillo for Sean Dooley. And we've got a Larry Sorensen for Stephen Garrett. Got a Brian Smith for Brian Cuffman. Lynn Sakata for Greg Resbeck, spot 12. Randy Lurch, spot 13 for Mr. Resbeck. Rick Manning for Mr. Cuffman. And our final spot, 15, Luis Leal. Going out to Greg Resbeck. And that concludes our 1984 Fleer Wax Pack 112. Thanks for watching. Oops. All right, folks, I'm going to wrap this pack up. If anybody's made a purchase for another pack to break, I will hang out and break that. Otherwise, we're going to call it a night, and we're going to give away a couple end of the day prizes. Yeah, Greg, unfortunately, that was a very ho-hum pack. That just means the big winning pack will be the next pack. All right, let's check the website and see if anybody's sold anything out. Nope. Just make sure there's nothing else over here that I missed. All right, folks, we're going to call that a night then. Going once. Speak now or forever hold your peace if you want to buy out another pack for me to break this evening. Otherwise, we're going to give out this Ward Spawn and the Roberto Clementes. Okay. Then I'm going to move over to give away some bonus action. Why the bonuses aren't in numerical order, I don't know. Or order when they closed out. 1959 Topps Warren Spawn. There it is. $3 all night. 59 Warren Spawn PSA. Whatever. Okay. Throat's getting a little itchy, boys. All right, here we go. Let's record this. All right, everybody. It's a Vintage Breaks, your host Charlie G, and we're giving away the all-night promo that we had running for the Vintage Breaks West show, which was this 1959 Topps Warren Spawn card. You could have won for as little as $3. Every purchase you made, $3 or more, got you an entry. So let's roll the dice and give it away. We've got ourselves an 8 on the randomizer. Boop, there's the internet button. We had 376 entries. We're going to roll it 8 times. Number 1 on the list wins the big prize. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Kevin Kevin V is a big winner of the Warren Spawn card. That's right there. Get your name written down, Kevin. Congratulations. That's going home to you. Complete that giveaway. Put him in a sleeve so the name doesn't fall off. And we'll give away the Clemente here in a moment. I don't know how to bring up the picture of the Clemente. Actually, yeah, I do. I do know how to do that. Just so you guys can see what we're doing. Fix this. It's kind of the back end situation here, so I don't want to show off too much. All right, so that's the card we're giving away, and now is this Clemente 1971 Beauty. If you want it graded in your online, let me know, and I will let the team know. I don't have this card in hand, so it's going to be coming directly from the north. So that's what we're going to give away here in just a moment. I've just got to find it on my list. Okay, here we go. $20 Clemente bonus. All right, everybody, welcome to Vintage Breaks. I'm your host, Charlie G from Vintage Breaks West. I'm giving away the $21 Clemente bonus that was running both for Vintage Breaks North and for Vintage Breaks West. I don't have the card here in the West from the North, so we're just going to roll the dice and give it away. Got 11 on the dice roll. We had 133 entries for this one. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And our winner at 11 is Ryan Wilbeck. Congratulations. Ryan, if you are in the chat right now, speak now, and we will get that card graded if you want. Let me know now. Go ahead and email the team. All right, doesn't look like we've got him in the chat. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Brian. And a good night to everyone. Stay safe out there. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll catch you next week. Thanks, everybody.